USA, USA, USA. I am not Captain America. Jack Hughes is Captain America. What's good, everybody? We're going to Beers with Barton. It is Sunday, February 22nd, 2026. I know I did a video last night talking about the Olympics, which they were fantastic. Closing ceremony is about to start in 3 minutes. And the last event of these Winter Olympics was men's gold medal game. USA, Canada. The women on Thursday beat the Canadian women. The U.S. women beat Canadian women 2-1 in overtime. And that was great. So the U.S. men's hockey team has always been second best to Canada at best for a long time. Canada has won a lot more Olympic golds than the Americans have. I think they won in 2010 and 14, or 10 and 18, because 2010 was, Sidney Crosby's golden goal. That sucked. Anyways, U.S. has only won, as of today, 3 gold medals for men's Olympic hockey. The first one was 1962 in Lake Tahoe, which is about a couple hours north of where I grew up in San Francisco. And then, of course, the Miracle on Ice, 1980, actually 46 years ago to this day. It happened, which that actually wasn't the gold medal game when they beat the USSR. They actually had to beat Finland, I think, the next day. But anyways, so men's Olympic gold medal game, Canada, USA, what everyone wanted, what everybody hoped. A small part of me would have been okay if Canada lost to Finland and they were down 2-0. Not because Finland's not incredible. They won the gold 4 years ago, but because, they're not as good a team as Canada. So the thought was, if you want to win a gold. But Canada figured it out, won in overtime. Or actually won late. It was 3-2. Scored a goal with like 20 seconds left, 30 seconds. So it was USA and it was Canada today, 8:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I stayed up a little bit later than I should have, till about 1 a.m., finishing a movie. And then alarm went off at 7:30. My local watering hole did actually open up at 8 a.m. Texted a couple buddies, kind of went back and forth. We all decided, it's a little early to be out. We need coffee and couch. So ended up watching it at home. Game was one of the greatest games I've ever watched in any sport. Obviously amplified because it's a gold medal game. It's country. But it was great. It was fast. USA came out strong, kind of dominated the first 5 to 7 minutes, scored the first goal on just an incredible goal. And then it was just kind of pretty even the rest of that first. Started to lean a little bit more towards Canada. I mean, they're just more talented. They're faster. They've got more skill as a whole. And then the second period was just an absolute domination by Canada. I think they outshot the U.S. 19-7 or something crazy like that. Connor Hellebuyck is the greatest goalie I've ever seen in my entire life. Some of the saves he made were just, I can't even put them into words. On the biggest stage, Canada ends up getting a goal late in the second, and so it's 1-1. And then they come out in the third, and they're still dominating. It's like, man, at what point do they just start pulling ahead? Somehow USA survives it, weathers the storm, and then with about 6.5 minutes left, Canada commits a high stick, a double minor, so 4-minute period, 4-minute penalty, and I was like, man, if US is going to win, they've got to win now. Like, they've been dominated, they've got to score now, and then still weather the storm. Didn't score, ended up doing a penalty, so they had to kill a penalty of 1:11 with 2.5 minutes left. Just incredible saves by Hellebuyck. Somehow get to overtime, and very nervous because it's 3-on-3 in overtime, which I hate. I know it's to speed the game up, but for a gold medal game or any medal game, it should be 5-on-5. I just don't like the 3-on-3. And especially because Canada is faster and their first line is better than ours. So Advantage Canada. We had the better goaltender, although Bennington for Canada is spectacular. He's won a Stanley Cup for St. Louis. I mean, he played amazing. He's really good. So a little bit back and forth, a couple chances for Canada, and then just an amazing in the own zone kind of stick check by Jack Hughes, pushes it forward. I mean, it's 3-on-3. There's a ton of open ice. And then skates in, and then a perfect centering pass. He beats it 5-hole, 2-1, USA. The bald eagle destroys the Canadian goose, beats the Canadian goose. 2-1 in overtime, same score as the women. So first gold medal for the U.S. hockey team since 1980, since the Miracle on Ice. So just incredible. Really enjoy the game. I mean, like I said last night, I'm fans of a lot of sports teams, and I've seen the Niners win a Super Bowl. It's been since 1994, so I was 13, but that was great. Seeing the Tar Heels win a national championship, amazing. Vaguely remember Notre Dame winning a national championship is 1989. I was 8, vaguely. Lou Holtz, thank you. Never seen the Sharks win a Stanley Cup. I'm not a huge NBA fan, but never seen the Kings win a Stanley Cup because they never won a Stanley Cup. NBA championship, they haven't won. Seen the Warriors win quite a few, and I grew up around there. I love Steph Curry, so that was fun, but, I'm not a Warriors fan per se. And yeah, I mean, it's just an incredible feeling, and all of the athletes too, just being so proud to be American, patriotic, and I mean, especially nowadays with everything going on, people are really split. But you don't have to love everything that your country does or everything that's going on in your country or agree with it, sure. But if you are a proud patriot, you should be proud of your country. I mean, every country has their pros and cons and things you like and don't like, but I think without a doubt, America has by far the most freedoms. It gives people the right to complain about how much they hate America as they live here and not go to jail for a Facebook post like the UK is doing right now. So anyways, like I said, this isn't political, but I'm just so proud to be an American, and I love hockey. I love sports. And then afterwards, the American team had Johnny Gaudreau's jersey. He was 26 years old. It's been almost 2 years. He was up in, I think, New Jersey area, cycling with his brother and got hit by, I don't know if it was a drunk driver, by a car and passed away. Amazing hockey player. His 2 kids were there. His wife, his parents, because he would have been part of this team. He was an incredible hockey player. And so for them to not only remember and honor him, and took pictures, brought his kids onto the ice afterwards. I think his daughter's maybe 3 or 4, and his young son is about to turn 2 or about to, which means he passed away 20-ish months ago. I think it was June or July of 2024. So his son was, 6 months old at most, maybe a little younger. So very sad, but very cool that they honored him, remembered him, and skated around the ice with his jersey. It's cool. Anyways, proud of this country, proud of those guys to represent. I'm way past my prime, and I've never been a good ice skater, rollerblader, any of that. But these are the types of things that happen that galvanize the next generation. These young boys and girls will now watch what happened here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds, and just be like, I want to play hockey. And then you'll hear the story 20 years later, 15 years later, whatever it is. The 1980 team did it. This team will do it. We'll see it, maybe the next 12 to 16 years at the Olympics. 2040, I guess, maybe. Let's see, 30, 34, 38, 42, whatever. It's just incredible. I'm just proud to be an American. Very different type of viewing the game today, drinking coffee and pacing at 8 o'clock a.m. But it was incredible. It just so cool to watch. It was an amazingly competitive game. Canada definitely dominated for huge stretches, basically all of the second period, and for huge chunks of the rest. And I think they outshot U.S. 48-29 or something like that. Like at one point it was like they doubled up. So they dominated the game, but they didn't dominate the scoreboard, and that's all that matters. So you got to get some bounces and a little bit of luck. And, defense wins championships. And the goalkeeper, the goaltender for America, was the ultimate defense today. Had close to 50 saves, 45 plus, and some just incredible saves. I mean, just ones that I just, in real time, you don't see it because the game's so fast. The speed is so quick, but to watch it slow down on replay, it's like, wow, literally he moved that quick and got, the nub of his stick handle to deflect it. And the guy's like, 3 feet away. So incredible game. Loved it. Won a couple bucks on it too. I like to bet sometimes for fun. This is one of those times. Hit a handful of parlays. And yeah, so cool. I will be purchasing my 2026 USA hockey apparel, gold medal for men's and women's, and just phenomenal. So cheers. The bald eagle has drowned the Canadian goose, as it should be. And man, just love this country so much. And to see something like this, these sports, they can bring us together. They can. All our differences can be put aside, at least for a short time. So Jess went to go get Michaela from her dance clinic. We're gonna grab dinner with some friends tonight. But yeah, Jess and I had lunch and played some golden tea today. I beat her. I shot even. She shot 4+. So we're just enjoying the day. And it's been incredible. And I'm gonna go watch a movie here for the next couple hours until we I may go watch The Miracle. And we'll go from there. So cheers, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I know I am. A lot of emotions, a lot of cheering, a lot of pacing. Potter didn't love it. But man, just so much fun to watch this game, the skill level. These are the best of the best on both teams. NHL hockey's incredible. It's fast, the speed, but now you have 23 players or 25, 32, whatever it is. They're the best 32 players in the USA and in Canada playing against each other. So, in theory, it's the greatest 60 plus, 55, 60 plus players to right now that are playing hockey. I mean, sure, people can argue some other people should be on the team and not, but the quality and the talent is just incredible. And the game is so fast. I mean, so incredibly fast. So anyways, USA wins the gold. Greatest game of all time, at least for today. So cheers. Do a little Planet Pulp. This is an IPA from, I think it's Triple C. Yeah, Triple C, one of my faves. It's a 6.5. But it drinks like a GOLD. I don't know how we get that back in, but gold. It's gold, 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 gold. America, Captain America, Jack Hughes, the golden goal. Take that one, Crosby. Although Crosby didn't get to play today because he was injured, and I think Sidney Crosby's one of the most incredible hockey players ever, but he's Canadian, so. Anyways, cheers. Planet Pulp. Smells like gold. Smells like America. It's a good beer. It's really good beer. All right, we're going to wrap this one up. I just love this freaking country so much. And I'm a proud patriot. And to see the boys from the red, white, and blue to beat the neighbors from the north makes me even prouder. So cheers. This one's for you, USA. Thank you guys for giving us, and girls, for giving us just so much joy, so much pride, so much just love. We're just so proud. Cheers. And that's how we do it. Until next time, USA. And to Canada, deuces.